The biggest and best online horror short film contest is back.
This is that big blockbuster look right here. Here we go, rolling. Sound, roll camera.
Arm around her.
Action!
Yo, 5 minutes to lights out. What else you got?
Yeah, let's roll camera, roll sound. Quiet on set, here we go, rolling. A camera is set.
Live under that water floating kind of. If you love filmmaking, if you love horror films, or both, then you need to listen up right now because my 6th annual horror short film contest is officially live. As I just said, this will mark the 6th year that I've officially hosted this free worldwide online film competition, which honestly has really become a horror short film festival. In this video, I'm gonna break down the rules, the details, submission guidelines, prizes, sponsors, and everything. So please watch this video all the way through. And also, there is a PDF in the video description below, if you're watching on YouTube, that you can download, that you'll actually need to download, that outlines everything I'm gonna talk about in this video. So please download that. It's absolutely crucial and important because you need to follow that to make sure that you submit your film properly and you follow all the rules and are just aware of all of the contest details. Because as I'll get into it at the end of the video, we're having a screening party, award night for the top 10 films, and so much more. So here we go. Every year I get more and more excited to host this film competition for the film community. Every year there's just fun and new challenges, and it challenges myself as a filmmaker to go out and make a film, because just like I'm asking you guys to go make a film and participate in this contest, I make a film myself. Granted, I cannot win my own contest, but I use it as an excuse to go do the thing that it is that I love to do, which is make a film. And I don't think if it was for this contest that I would take the time to go make a film. So, and I know that's something that a lot of people will come up to me during the contest, after the contest, message me online or at the screening party and be like, hey, like, I appreciate this contest so much, because if it wasn't for this film contest, like I don't know if I would get up and go make a film. And it challenges me to practice my craft and get better at my craft and work on being a filmmaker. So that's something I really, really love about this contest. In years past, the winning filmmakers have won some absolutely epic prizes, and this year is no different. So I want to give a big shout out to this year's sponsors, which you can see on screen right now. All of these sponsors have been gracious enough to supply a bunch of amazing prizes for this year's winners, and I'm just very, very grateful for their participation in this contest for the film community. On screen right now are some of those prizes for first place, second place, and third place. All right, every year I introduce a set of rules and challenges that everyone must follow. It's a way of kind of creating an even playing field and allowing us a platform to judge y'all's films. So with that being said, here are this year's 5 rules and challenges. Number 1, your film cannot be longer than 5 minutes in total runtime. So from start to finish, from your opening shot to your end credits, your film cannot exceed 5 minutes in length. In years past, there's been upwards of 390 film submissions. So in order for me to get through and watch all of these films, the films cannot be longer than 5 minutes. It already takes me like a full week of just nonstop watching movies to get through all of them. So yes, please, I'm gonna be a stickler this year, under 5 minutes. Number 2, no CGI or VFX. Now, this is a rule I introduced last year because a lot of the films in years past that kept winning had CGI and VFX because they were just so mind-blowing that when I'm watching them, I'm like, how is this not a winner? And so last year, that was a recommended rule by all of you, which I took to heart and implemented to help even the playing field, as well as, like, I feel like horror films are like about practicality, and all the classic horror films, they use practical effects and things. And so I introduced that rule this year, or last year. I want to continue that again this year. Next year, I'll probably allow VFX and CGI, but I want to do one more year of no CGI or VFX. Number 3 is a line of dialogue. You must use the line of dialogue, "I've never drank alcohol before." And I'm gonna be a stickler. You need to stick to that exact line, no deviation. You can't add a word in between that. It just needs to be, I've never drank alcohol before. And with a lot of these rules, now moving forward from 3 and on, you're going to be judged on your creativity, the use and implementation of that rule in your film. How creative can you get with these rules? Rule number 4, you must implement water into your film. Now, my film, for example, is based around a swimming pool and a creature that lives within the water. You don't have to be that specific, or you could be that specific, but you just need to implement water in some way. And there's a lot of creative ways you could do this, and that's what I want to see and what our team wants to see is how creative can you take that kind of theme of water and implementing water into your film. Is your whole film based around a body of water? Is it more of just a prop that ends up killing the baddie? So there's a lot of different creative ways that you can implement water. We want to see how you implement water into your short film. Number 5, the final rule, you must implement or reference a real mythological creature or monster. So for example, my film, when I was coming up with my film, I really wanted to do a short film about this creature that I'd never really seen a film or movie done before. It's called the dude, I have such a hard time saying it. The Kalupaleut, which is like this Inuit native legend, myth, folklore about this creature that drags children that get too close to the Arctic water, underwater, drowns them, stuffs them in a sack. And so my film is really based around that creature. Your whole film doesn't have to be based around a creature. For example, it could be as simple as, or creative as, there's a trick-or-treater at the door, the person answers the door and they're like, oh, what are you? You're such a cute little Sasquatch. So, and that could be it, right? Your film could be about something entirely else, but for that little brief creative moment, you reference a Sasquatch or the Loch Ness Monster, or maybe the couple at home watching TV before an intruder breaks in is watching a documentary about the Loch Ness Monster. So this is where, again, these rules, it's how creative can you be with them in your film. You don't need to take them so literal. So those are the 5 rules. Again, if you have any questions regarding the rules and if the idea you have is like on the cusp of not really counting, please feel free to shoot me an email, shoot me a DM, and I will try and clarify as best as possible. But be reasonable about it. You know, I know in the past some people would be like with the no CGI VFX rule, someone would be like, hey, can we use a green screen? And it's like, well, if you're using a green screen, you're probably doing VFX or CGI. So, but again, if you need a little more clarity on something that you're trying to do and if it works within the rules, just shoot me a DM or shoot me an email and I'll help clarify that for you. Now, when it comes to judging your films, there's a bunch of criteria that we follow when it comes to judging your guys' films. All of that is laid out in the PDF. So make sure you look at that, because just because you make a good film doesn't mean you will win this contest. This contest, there's challenges and rules in place to kind of put everyone on this playing field to see like, okay, with the given restrictions, challenges, rules, who can make the best film given this? And we judge on a wide array of criteria, not only just how creatively did you implement the rules, but also, you know, of course, story, overall production, scare value, and so forth. So make sure that you, again, download that document and read it all the way through and check out how your film is going to be scored. And again, when it comes to submitting your film, make sure you follow that guidebook. All of the guideline and contest submission details are in that PDF. I don't want to get too wordy here. This video is already getting long. Follow that. It's going to be easier for you to follow that PDF than to try and remember what I'm saying on a video anyways. The deadline for submitting your film though is October 20th, and the reason that is because I need that week leading up to the October 26th top 10 screening party and award night to watch all of your films, narrow it down to my top 25 films. Then from there, our team watches those top 25 films, narrows it down to the top 10 films based on the grading scale. And then those top 10 films will be screened at our top 10 screening night award party, and we will award the winners on site live at the party. So if you want to get tickets for that party, anyone can come, anyone can participate. You don't need to have made a film to participate. The ticket link is available not only in that PDF, but on the website. So go get your tickets there. Limited spots available, and I really look forward. Last year we hosted this party and it was just an absolute blast. Just the costumes, the fun, the food, the music, the networking, the community, watching your guys' movies, letting you guys come up and talk about the challenges of making your film and what you enjoyed most is honestly one of the coolest nights of my life, and I look forward to doing it again. So make sure you get your tickets for that event. It's gonna be another great year. Fun bonus this year, I'm including a free download to a horror sound effects, music, ambience pack on behalf of my company Tropicolor. So in that guidebook, that PDF, you'll be able to download a free kind of sound effects music pack that you can use in your films. You don't have to use in your films, but we wanted to just offer you guys a little something to help maybe produce your films and make your films and bring them to the finish line. So thank you to my company Tropicolor for providing that, and shout out to Drowsy who helped score all of those sounds and sound effects and music and atmosphere. So go download that, it's free for anyone participating in the contest. And I think that's it. I honestly think that's it. That pretty much wraps up this video. I'm beyond excited for this year's contest. I'm excited for you guys to see my film. I'll be dropping a bunch of behind the scenes of the making of my film over on Prism Lens Effects YouTube channel. I'll be dropping my film on this YouTube channel. I'm excited for the party. I'm excited to watch your movies. The buzz is real this year. Never leading up to this contest have I had so much anticipation, just from what I could feel from people messaging me in DMs and whatnot, asking me questions online. So I'm just very, very excited. It's gonna be another great year for this contest, and I look forward to watching all of your movies. Now, get after it. You guys got some work to do. Peace.